Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to tell about the information system for drone monitoring of trees condition. The goal is to create a system that will be analyze trees condition using results from scanning and other obtained data and define options for damage detection. The project aim is the improvement of city management efficiency based on development of decision-making support systems according to the result of monitoring and analysis of urban environment parameters. Relevance of the topic. Degradation of forest in Ukraine is one of the biggest environmental problems today. Deforestation and poor forest management lead to catastrophic reduction in forest area. To improve the green space, foresters still use the old methods of forest management. This work requires a great deal of time and human effort. Innovativeness. The latest technologies will help accelerate the production of drugs for tree treatment and increase the availability of up-to-date data on the state of the forest fund. Getting recommendations for tree treatment from the analysis of obtained information for scanned pictures. Using drones for faster getting new trees information and parameters. Practical purpose. The created system will be used in carrying out sanitary inspection of green space. It will allow to get a quick analysis of the required data and recommendations for carrying out improvement of the tree state. This will increase the availability of up-to-date data on the forest fund state and speed up the process of identifying new diseases and pests in order to find new means of preventing and addressing them. This will help to improve the state of forests in Ukraine, as well as anyone wishing to care for their own green space. I found 4 analogs of the systems which monitor green space. There are LiDAR, NIDA, DJI-T16 and DJI Phantom 4. On the next slide, I will tell you about each of them. So, LiDAR. This is the camera which identifies a more accurate carbon footprint in forest, accurately determine the size of trees and its density, return a result of a three-dimensional spatial model. In digital models, there are no shadows from trees. The height of stands can be more clearly monitored. This camera provides 90% accuracy. The next analog is NIDA. It is a system which monitors deforestation and promptly notify about it. It uses drones that capture the fact of crime, makes it possible to effectively monitor and control the use of natural resources on a regular basis. This system uses the latest software development as remote sensing information and aerial photography. DJI-T16 drones monitor the status of crops for tens or even hundreds of thousands of hectares. It is used to process the entire field. When DJI Phantom 4 drone can create an orthophotoplane up to 50 hectares in one field. It collects data to calculate the number of seedlings on the cultivated crops. The disadvantages of these drones is that them irrational use in the territory of more than 3,000. These developments are for agricultural activity only and not for forestry. Conclusion about analogs. All analogs are really good for getting information from received green space. They get all important tree parameters. But no one of them doesn't make an analysis and define options for damage detection. It is important to create a system which can analyze all obtained data and give the solution of making green space better. Formulation of the problem. It is very important to create for system a graphical interface, create a database for the system, make a comparison algorithm for classification of diseases according to the obtained parameters, and the algorithm of forming recommendations. There represented a use case diagram of the system. It shows how the system works. First of all, user download images from the scanning, download the passport and previous usage and statistics. Then the system processes the images, creates characteristics by templates, and compares the obtained data. Then it analyzes comparative data and finds out that the trees are healthy or weakening or dying or have other diseases. In the end, it finds trees prevention recommendations and options to improve the condition of the trees and make a report with analysis and recommendations. Conclusion. During the research, I worked on scientific sources and articles regarding tree monitoring, analyzed for analogs, and make a list of tasks which are needed for program implementation. Create system will analyze the detection of damage to the green space and find measures to improve the tree's condition. Moreover, the obtained data is up-to-date information for the study of green space. Thank you for your attention.